Well, good morning, my friends. It's not gonna be morning when I post this video, but today, for me, at the current moment, it is 8:56 a.m. on Friday. I felt like putting some makeup on. So I thought, I didn't get a chance to film this week because I had, I think, 4 straight days of migraines. So I didn't film at night because at night I just decided to go to bed. And I managed to push through editing of the video that's actually going live today when I'm filming this, like the video that goes up on Friday. And that's edited. Just need to do the thumbnail and fix all that, and that will be up today. But I didn't get a chance to film, so I decided might as well film myself getting ready. I felt like putting makeup on. I'm gonna be doing it anyways. Might as well do it for you. There's nothing super exciting going on today though, so don't get your hopes up. I feel like it's been a while since I've chatted with you guys, and so before we get into that, why don't you subscribe to my channel? Enjoy hanging out with me because I think it's fun. And then you could also like and comment on this video. I understand this is not nearly as exciting as a full month full of Halloween stuff, but here we are, getting ready together. It's just gonna be a basic everyday look, something I feel like I haven't really done on my channel in a while. I haven't given you like an updated everyday look, what I do with my products now that I'm a little bit tanner. I think my last one was a few months ago. Let me take a gander. Okay, I believe it was 5 months ago. Is that true? Probably. Anyways, here's an updated one. This is what we do every day. Is it that much different than normal? No, but we're gonna do a fun eyeshadow look using the Natasha Denona Glam palette because I said I was gonna do that. So, on that note, there's no time like the present to get started. This bruise, my dog did it to me. I always have bruises on me for my dog. It's honestly brutal. The lights are starting to give me a migraine and I'm starting to stress out about it, but it's fine. Everything's fine. I gotta just film and get this done so I don't continue with the migraines for this week. Start with our primer. This is the Too Faced Hangover RX. And then I'm gonna follow it with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty. I don't want this to be a forever long video, so I might cut through some things. No one is sure yet, even myself. I saw Loreal talking about the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Luminous, and I've never tried it because I only ever got the like original Poreless Putty. But she said it was nice, so I feel like I want to try it. I almost bought it yesterday, but it was $9, and I said, here he is. We knew he was gonna come eventually. Here's the dog. See him in the corner. Okay, get down. Get down. I kind of want to try the Luminous Poreless Putty, but for now, we'll just do this. I'm gonna put a little bit of Glow Lust by Auric in the shade Morganite, the original Morganite shade. Just gonna, I don't even have a mirror going on. How much did I just put on? A decent amount. Great. Seems fine. And I'm just gonna tap it in with my finger. Then I'm gonna take the back of my sponge and just finish it off real quick. Help it blend into the skin. Becca Eye Corrector. I feel like it's not fun if I just tell you the products the whole time. So what have I been up to in the last couple months now that we've moved? Not much. I spent a lot of my time doing Halloween stuff, obviously. I keep myself incredibly busy. My best friend and I decided to start a podcast. Just being silly and chatting and talking about dating and men and how that goes for us, and we thought it would be fun, so we decided to start it. It has not gone live yet. We've recorded 2 episodes so far. We're waiting to kind of post them until we get like into the swing of things, have a couple episodes lined up, and then we will start posting them on the interweb. I will share those links probably on my personal Instagram, but could always include it down in the description if you're ever curious once it's live. So that's fun. So essentially my schedule goes like this. Monday mornings I record, and then I edit and post my makeup Monday. Tuesdays I am doing the podcast unless we record on Monday, which in that case is just a busy day. So podcast recordings are either Monday or Tuesday. So then I record, and then Wednesday is either a film or an edit day, and then the opposite for the next day. So if I'm filming on Wednesday, then I'm editing Thursday. If I'm editing on Wednesday, I'm filming Thursday. And then Friday is an edit and film edit for the podcast day. So every single day I am busy after my daughter goes to bed. It's quite delightful, but it's been fun. I'm enjoying it. I've also been reading a ton. So there's been a lot of reading in my pastime. Every night before I go to bed, I'm trying to stay off my phone more because I struggle to fall asleep. Like, I don't fall asleep until like midnight every single night, and that's not great. Shouldn't be doing that. So I'm trying to stay off my phone. So once I get into bed around like 10:30 to 11, it kind of depends when I get into bed, but around that time, I then follow it with immediately reading. That goes until whenever I get tired. Sometimes that is still midnight, but it's better than being on my phone nonstop, I feel like, so I don't really mind. I'm currently taking the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Canal. Yep, it's like, realistically, it's too deep for my face, but like my whole body is really dark, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm kind of using that, honestly, all over. Once I did the video that went live, once you're seeing this, last week, or already went live, the gory Halloween look where I put latex all over my face, my skin, not super pumped. It didn't love that. So now there's just like, well, and it's my time of the month, so I do have a lot of pimples anyways, but I just have a lot of pimples. I have a lot of just stuff all over my face. It's just not my favorite. So we're kind of using this concealer as almost like a foundation on accident. It wasn't my intention, but I need coverage because my skin is so bad. So let's see, what have I been reading? I've been reading a lot of romance. I got stuck on Book Talk, if you will. I get stuck on a lot of sides of TikTok, but Book Talk is something I've been seeing a lot of, and that is like very popular TikTok recommendation for books. So I have a big list of books I want to read, but also I've been going through a decent amount. So I've read, I think, 4 in the last month. Well, I'm on my 4th, or is it my 5th? No one's sure. Anyways, so I've read 2 Colleen Hoover books and now 2 Emily Henry books. And I also just recently purchased, it's right here, Where the Crawdads Sing, that I am excited to read. And I also need to get the 3rd book in the You series because I noticed that was out and I don't have that one. So I need that as well. So I have lots of reading to do. If you want to see like a book recommendation video, comment, let me know, or just like it or send me a message on Instagram, which is @CaitlinJulian_makeup, and just let me know what you want to see because I feel like that's the best way to tell me what you want. So that's typically what my base ends up being. I was gonna do my eyes first and I kind of forgot. So now I'm gonna do my eyes. I did grab a primer, an eyeshadow primer, because I just want to see like what it does on my eyes with the Natasha Denona shadows. This eyeshadow primer is wicked old, which, by the way, I've been called out for saying wicked now. And yeah, I get that's a New England thing, but it feels weird. People would be like, yeah, you say wicked, like to notice it. I'm like, oh, it just comes out of my mouth. I mean, I'm starting to notice it now, but like, it's never gonna leave my vocabulary. Wicked is my favorite word. Full disclaimer, none of my brushes are clean. None of them will be clean for a very long time. I need to wash them, but I'm lazy and I'm forgetful. I'm gonna take this random brush and we're gonna dip into this crease shade right here. Boop. I'm just buffing it into my crease, blending it onto my outer third a little bit. I'm also looking down into my mirror because when I do this, I'm then, see how there's like a little, you might not be able to see it. It's like a little area of lighter pigment right here because my eyes were folded. And so it wasn't able to get in there. And so the smooth blend, not gonna happen if that's the case. So I like to look down into my mirror to give myself my full lid to work with here. All right, now I'm gonna take the smoke shade and I'm gonna put that in all the same places. We're gonna blend it up into the crease. I'm gonna start on the outer V with my eyes essentially closed to, like I said, give me the full lid. And then we're just gonna start blending it into the crease because I want it to be deep. So I tried to give myself some deep outer corners. Now I'm gonna take the lash line shade, which is this deep, dark charcoal gray. And I'm going to create a bit of a wing, an eyeshadow wing. Look at that. My daughter had Spirit Week this week and one of the days was to dress up as your favorite staff member. So she obviously wanted to dress up as her teacher. It's the only staff member she knows at the school, but I put makeup on her to dress up and look like her. Because, I mean, they both have curly hair, so I put her hair in a bun. She wore like the color green because I guess her teacher always likes to wear green. But I know that she wears makeup, so I went onto the school's Facebook page and found like photos of her so I could use as reference for the makeup. And I did makeup on my daughter for the first time ever, and it was so weird. I used this palette also, but it was crazy to me to see her with makeup on. I was like, are you a grown woman? And I put lip liner on her because she wears a mask all day, and she's like, she wears like red lipstick. I was like, you're not wearing red lipstick right now. Like, no way. It's gonna be all over your face. But I put lip liner on her at least to give her something. It was like a deeper color than her lips. And since she has like baby toddler kid lips, they're like perfect, other than like being dry on the bottom. Her upper lip is like so smooth that I was able to overline it completely on accident so easily. And it looked so crazy. I mean, she looked beautiful obviously, but it looked crazy to me to see her with like makeup on. I was so weirded out by it. So fun. Now we gotta put a shimmer on the lid. So I just swatched 2 shades. One's a little brighter than the other, but it has like a greenish undertone. This one right here, that's outer lid, like 7 other shades in here. What I find good about that is I'm wearing like army green pants, and so the greenish undertone is actually super interesting. So I'm gonna put that on my eyes. So I got on my finger, and I'm just going to put that all over my lid. I'm doing a nice deep dark eye today, just because I felt like it. So like the face routine is every day, but I honestly don't do this much eyeshadow every day. You also could have kept this like an all matte look and just brought the matte browns on, or the matte like browny grays onto your lid. You also could have taken the transition shade and just done like a brighter matte on the inner portion. If you didn't want to go deep, you could add a bright shimmer. Like the mattes themselves are pretty standard, that process. It's just the shimmers that honestly you can switch out to whatever you want, which is kind of the fun part of having eyeshadow palettes with like core shades like this, is like all your like 5 matte shades, you can create a basic look like I just did, and then all the shimmers give you like endless opportunities to do something different with your face, which is fun because there's a few pinks, there's a gold in here even, like there's a ton of options. And so that is something that's exciting to me, to be able to like play with different shades, different depths, different colors. I need something a little brighter, but I think the gold is gonna be too much. Like I like the depth, but I wanna bring something into my inner corner and like onto my lid a little bit. So I'm going to take this center eyelid shade, the center one, and I'm going to put that on my inner corner. Oh, fingers are always superior with metallics. I'm sorry, I had to say it. I just had to say it. So now I'm going to finish touching up my eyes again. Now that I actually finished my eyes, I'm gonna go into the concealer. I do have a lot of eczema because, like I said, my skin reacted very poorly to the latex. All down here is a ton of eczema. All over here is a ton of eczema. There's a lot of spots. So when I'm putting product on, it's not gonna look great. Like eczema is super dry, flaky skin. So I do have some of that Nars concealer kind of clinging to it. I'm going right up along the wing to just try and clean it up a little bit. Brighten up my under eyes while I'm there. All right, I just quickly set under my eyes, my forehead, and my smile lines. I am gonna do my lower lash line, but I wanna kind of start with my bronzer. So I've been using the Makeup by Mario Sculpting Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick in Light every day. It's my current favorite. And I just kind of draw it all over my face, and then I use the back of my sponge, and that is my favorite way to blend this out. It is super easy to blend. It's a really nice color. The pigment is great. It's not like too pigmented where if you put a little bit on, I mean, granted, it helps that I have a shade that matches me. If the shade was too dark, it would be harder, but it's not something where you're gonna put like too much on your face and then you're gonna be stuck with like this crazy deep aggressive bronzing. So that's one side with, one side without. You can tell the difference, I can tell the difference. Now I draw the lines on my nose to thin her out. Oops, that went a little crazy. Be extra thin today on accident. I remember one time going into Sephora with my ex-boyfriend, and he told me that he was gonna buy me the most expensive eyeshadow palette in there. He's like, show it to me, I'll buy it for you. I was like, no, you won't. He's like, yeah, I will. I was like, well, the most expensive eyeshadow palette in here is not the one I'm thinking of, because there are Natasha Denona palettes that are over $200 for a palette. They're huge. They're like probably this big. I don't even know. I've never seen one in person, only on YouTube, but it's essentially like, there might be 20 shades in it even, if not more. And they're huge. They're very well known. Like before Natasha Denona started coming out with these palettes, like those were the palettes she had. And they are supposedly the best thing ever. But I remember him saying that and I was like, no, you're not. He did end up buying me a palette that day. It was just a small, it was the Huda Beauty, like smaller palette that I had. Because I wanted it. That is like the actual palette I wanted. It was 9 shades, it was super cute. I still have it, I love it. But yeah, that just, Natasha Denona made me think of that. It's so funny. It's crazy how expensive her eyeshadows are. This palette I think was only like 60 bucks. Wasn't too bad. But the Triochrome palette I have was over 100. Because it's limited edition, it has, I think, bigger pans as well, because these are pretty tiny. There's a lot of shades, but they're small pans. The other palette definitely has larger pan sizes, whatever. For blush today, I decided I wanted to use my Patrick Ta blush because I felt like it. And I wanted to do the method that he says to do, which I always am so surprised by, which is the powder first and then the cream on top. So we're gonna take the powder side, I'm gonna dab it onto our high points. So now you lift up your little plastic flap here. Take your brush, this is the Real Technique setting brush. And I'm just gonna dab it in here, get some on here. This is way too much, I already know that. And put it on top. Look at how much pigment that is, it's nuts. I find it so fascinating that he wants you to put the cream on top of the powder, because everything under the sun that I've ever heard and learned is that creams and powders, or creams do not go on top of powder, and typically that causes issues. So the fact that it tells you to do that kills me. It's so interesting. Okay, like I said, I had too much, so I'm gonna go in and tap it out with my concealer sponge just to diffuse it, because we want a little ham sammy. Oh my gosh, if you don't know what that is, so I found a new podcast that I really enjoy, other than my own. That was such a cheesy plug. Found a podcast I really enjoy. It's lovely. The people on it are, I found them from TikTok, but they're like, I think they're cousins, but they're like best friends also. It's a great dynamic. I'm taking my first brush, or first crease color and going under my eyes. And they have like a ton of episodes. One of them is, they talk about like a turkey Sammy, a bit of a sandwich. And so that's where I got that from, in case you're wondering. It's called Ladies and Tangents. They're on all your standard podcast platforms, but they also do YouTube videos. So I know podcasts are like, you're supposed to hear them, they're audio rather than visual, but there are some podcasters that also post YouTube videos, and I love watching them. And I know that's so strange because it's a podcast and I am just watching them sit there and chat, but like I really enjoy it. So that's what I do on my free time. I'm taking the same shade that I did the wing with, and I'm bringing it down onto my lower lash line a little bit just for fun. So fun. I didn't grab a black eyeliner because I didn't really know I was gonna go this deep with it, you know? So I have a nude eyeliner. I mean, I could walk like 3 feet and go get one, but I'm not going to, so. I love how I've had literal days of migraines, and I wake up and I'm like, I feel okay today. And then I turn these lights on and my head is like, you feel like shit. It's really, really enjoyable. All right, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. with my Kosas Airbrow in Taupe and my NYX Lift and Snatch also in Taupe, I believe. Ash brown, close enough. Mascara, obviously, with the one and only L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, and then we'll do lips together, and then we'll close it out, and we'll have a grand old time. Please hold. My head is officially starting to feel like it's gonna explode, so I gotta make this snappy. So I'm gonna line my lips with my Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Wherever Walnut, 606, my favorite shade. Good enough, great. Now I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Color Reach Shine in 900 Glossy Fawn. Mainly because it's like a cool toned nude, which goes really well with the whole eye situation. Obviously, we went with like a cool toned gray eye look today. And yeah, that's all I can manage. I need to close my eyes, I feel like, because my eyes hurt. And my hair is crazy, and I have a call in 8 minutes. So I'm gonna have to leave you all. I hope you enjoyed this. I had fun getting ready with you guys on camera. I feel like it's been a while since I've done just like a classic get ready chat. The dog's back because why not? He loves to be here, to be a part of the fam. So I had a lot of fun doing this. I hope you all enjoyed watching me. If you do, please like, comment, and subscribe so you can see more of me, because I'm not that bad. And go follow me on Instagram and TikTok. It's at CaitlinJolene_makeup. I've been posting more TikToks, mainly of my Halloween looks, but I've been trying to post more. I also then post them to Reels on Instagram and get significantly more on my Reels, which is lovely for me. Anyways, significantly more views, I should say. Regardless, I gotta go before my brain breaks because of all these lovely, beautiful lights that make me look so pretty. Have a fantastic week, everyone. Love you all. Bye. Yeah, I'm coming. It's your deep, dark wing shadow situation. Had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed like the deep, smoky eyes. I feel like it, sorry, I have to keep my computer alive. I feel like it's fun. I enjoy it. Do you enjoy it? Probably not. Do I care? Probably not. Okay. Bye.